What's good? What's good? Top of the morning. Rise and shine, top of the skies. You better have wake up with a smile on your face, not a frown. Cause if you did, you's a clown. Feel me? That's good though. We share the live. Make sure y'all share the live. Hit the subscribe. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like. Share the live. I ain't gonna lie, it's beautiful out here this morning. Not that many mornings that I've experienced in my lifetime that wasn't beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. Seem like the morning is always beautiful. I don't know if that's because it symbolizes a new day, just grateful for it to start, happy to be alive, you know what I mean? Or if it's just mornings is mornings, you know what I mean? I think the only people who probably have bad mornings is people who just fucking bad people in general or got a lot of shit on they mind or maybe a situation or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think mornings are like the most peaceful parts of the day. Definitely better than the nighttime. Or people could be real rude in the morning too. People be grumpy and shit. But yeah, I never wake up angry though. Never wake up angry. I ain't gonna front. Sometimes I think something wrong with me because I wake up. I just wake up laughing, man. I wake up smiling. I don't know, man. I'm just grateful to be here. Whatever it is, I pray I don't lose that ever. Whatever makes me feel that way in the morning, every morning, I pray I never lose that. Money can't buy that. Word. Well, yeah, I just went to the supermarket and shit couple of days, so I had to go get me some spaghetti. And shout out to my grandmoms. You know what I mean? She always telling me, you know, get the wheat spaghetti. And I'll be like, I don't want no wheat spaghetti. I'd rather not eat no wheat. I'd rather not eat no spaghetti, period. But I'm a little stubborn. I could be a little hard headed sometimes. So yeah, I finally took her took her advice and I went and copped it. Yep. There you see it. Whole grain wheat spaghetti. And I'm just hoping that it tastes better than the last memory I got. Cause the last memory, you know what I mean, which is what led me to be hard headed. Like I don't want no wheat spaghetti. I just didn't like it. But I think that was like the beginning of the whole wheat pasta thing. So I don't know what brand it was, but I felt like they didn't master it yet. They didn't master the wheat spaghetti yet. It tasted like trash. You know what I'm saying? But this is Ron Tony. So hopefully that plays a part. Hopefully this don't taste like trash. Am I in the US? Good morning. Yeah, I'm in the US. Where you at? Shout out to Giovanna. And what's that? Visa Get Bracket Black Backlash. Yo, y'all names is crazy, man. Y'all gotta keep a simplicity with this internet shit. You can't be having them names that's hard for viewers to read and pronounce, especially if you're trying to get some type of interaction, a sound, you know, hear the sound of your name when people responding to you on here. Like, you gotta keep it simple, man. I look like about 20 alphabets and that name. Shout out to Nolan's Nook. Pardon me if I just butchered your name. But yeah, I thank y'all for tapping in with me and shit right now. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, man. And how y'all feeling this morning? We got 14 people viewing right now. How y'all feeling? Cause I told you I'm feeling good as usual. I mean, how could you not, man? Wake up, start the day with a nice shower, brush your teeth, smoke a blunt if you smoke. I didn't smoke a blunt though. But yeah, whatever you do for your morning ritual, how can you not be thankful? Shout out to the ones waking up going to work. We can't look down on the people who got 9 to 5s as much as this era wants you to do that. Cause everybody can't be an entrepreneur and run their own business, even though this era wants you to do that. That shit ain't as easy as it seems. So shout out to the people that's still working for a boss. Like Dame Dash said, ain't nothing wrong with that. You getting your coins and you finding a way to take care of yourself and your family, and that's the most important. Word up. Sometimes in life the reason and the purpose is obsolete. Like that don't even matter sometimes when you got a goal. If the goal is to, take care of yourself, and who cares if you got a boss. You know what I mean? You getting what you need out of it, you doing what you gotta do, and maybe one day you'll find a way to become your own boss. You know what I'm saying? Give it time. But don't let these people out here make you feel like because you got a 9 to 5 and they don't, like you a piece of shit or come on, man. Shit, let me let y'all in on a secret. As a as an independent rapper, you know who saves us when we can't save ourselves? You know who saves independent rappers when we can't save ourselves, when we don't have the independent capital to do certain things or keep things running as an independent artist? It's those people with 9 to 5s. Don't be fooled. It's the people with 9 to 5s that come and save us artists. That's independent. Whether that's your friends, your family, that's who saves us. You know what I mean? So you can't never look down on those folks. Word up. Behind some of the biggest opportunities and moments, you're not even aware, but that's the help of people with jobs, 9 to 5s. Word up. Because as an independent artist, your job is to run everything, pay for everything, run everything. And sometimes, you might get to a point where you can't, or you need a little bit of help. And that's where it comes from. People with 9 to 5s, you go ask your aunt, your uncle, you know, and hopefully they look out. That's how it be, man. Shout out to Stefan. I'm up and at it, starting at 4 a.m., home by 9 p.m., spend time with the wife and kids, shower, eat, sleep, and back at it. That's excellent, man. That's excellent. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. That's excellent. You got a job, you go to your job, you come home to a gift, which is your wife and kids every day. You blessed. And not only that, you able to do it again. You able to wake up again. Through the grace of God, you're able to wake up again and do it all over again. Go back to work, come back home again to see your wife and kids. And that's a blessing, man. Don't let nobody make you feel like you going in circles or you living a dead end life. Don't let nobody make you feel like that. People don't live your life, you live your life. You know what I mean? But that's excellent, man. A lot of people would love to have that set up, whether they admit it or not. You know what I mean? Having a wife, a kid to come home to every day while providing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, my boy. Word up. Salute. Shit. I think one day you appreciate those things. You just you see it for what it is. You're not a little boy, you're not a child. It's a lot. It's a lot of responsibility, but sometimes responsibility isn't a task. It's a gift. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how I realized that, but I did. Sometimes having responsibilities is a gift. We grow up hearing that word. We taking it as work or stuff we gotta do. Like, nah, responsibility is a gift that comes with the things that you're blessed with. Your house, family, your job, just life, period. Living your life is a responsibility. You're responsible for that. And that's because it's a gift. Somebody buy you something as a gift and it's yours. They give it to you. You are now the responsible person of that item. So when I started seeing things that way, it was like, oh shit. Words like discipline, consistency, though, we grow up tricked by those words. Like I said, we hear those words, we hear work, struggle, and it's not necessarily that. It's just the things that come along with the things that we blessed with. You know what I'm saying? Everything takes responsibility, even being in love, a relationship, a marriage. You are responsible. And the more you are, the more you see it that way, the better you become. Word up. But yeah, man, it's not as hot as them days that we had. Shit, we had some hot ass days. A few days ago, it was like 90 something consistently for like 3 to 4 days. I was in my crib at night sweating torpedoes, not even bullets. I was sweating torpedoes, waking up, sheet wet. I'm like, oh, I caught myself trying to turn down the air conditioner 'cause I don't be wanting to freeze whiskey. Whiskey be freezing and shit from that AC. And he got sick last, I can't say last. Yeah, it was like maybe the end of last winter. Yeah. Got a little sick. And that shit fucked me up, man. I felt like that was my kid. Real shit. I feel like that was my motherfucking kid, bro. Um, I was upset for a few days. I ain't gonna lie. Till I got him right though. But you know what a lot of that upset came from? Past couple days have been 108, 110. Yeah, yeah, that's hot. Word. But any problem is a gift to improve yourself. That's a fact. That is a fact. Shout out to New Day. Any problem, you got to shift your thinking as you grow. Those are not problems. Those are opportunities to revamp, reevaluate. Damn, what am I doing wrong? Damn, what should I change? You know what I'm saying? And as long as you're able to do that as a person, you'll be fine in this world. It's only when you get to the point when you believe that there is no more time to self-analyze. You are who you are. You stuck in your ways. I am what I am. That's when it's over for you. You cooked. You burnt out. It's over. Pack them up. But as long as you consistently evaluate yourself from 8 to 80, no matter what age it is, you'll be fine. You'll be fine because that means you're always willing to learn new things and you're always willing to listen. And with listening, usually comes with understanding. Now, you don't want to be those type of folks who just you closed off the world at a certain age and you just like, yeah, guy, you don't want to be bothered. You don't even really know what's going on. No, I mean, of course, it's going to get to a point where you can't keep up as much because you're getting older. You're not able to. But at a point, you got to understand. Even though I'm unable to keep up, I don't mind. I don't mind being caught up. If someone has something to tell me, something new, or I need to learn something new, I don't mind. You know what I mean? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Reality is hard, depending on the person experiencing it. And don't get me wrong, sometimes a bad hand is a bad hand. But that's when you got yourself. You got to look deep in your deep within yourself. That was about to be a pause. You got to look deep within yourself, and all the answers is there, even if you like them or not. They there. They always there. Word up. Somebody passed from an instant heat stroke. Man, sorry to hear that. Yeah, the sun is hot, man. The sun is hot. Sun is good for you, but you gotta take care of yourself in order to get the benefits of the sun. You gotta be hydrated. Um, some people do certain things in the sun because it's the sun. You got people who out and the body is going under immense pressure, depending on the degrees of the weather, and on top of you doing your workout. So you gotta understand that your usual workout during one time of the year or one season of the year, it's not gonna be the exact same during another season. Like me, I hate walking in the cold. Yeah, I shit. What? I hate that shit. I believe the winter is built for cars and vehicles. And part of that is because I'm older. It is because when I was young, shit, I was the first one outside in the wintertime, man. 6 feet of snow, bare hands, snowball fights. I'm not coming in until I can't feel my fingers no more. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, the body changes. That cold weather ain't that same cold weather when you was a child. So yeah, I believe the wintertime is built for cars, vehicles, all of the above. I don't care how good of a walker or your feet is. I feel like in the wintertime, especially in the ghetto, these sidewalks with the snow, people ain't shoveling the ice, the black ice. You thought it wasn't ice till you walked on it, and now you laying on the ground and some lady talking about, "Hey, you okay, baby?" No, I'm nah, I'm not okay. But you get up, keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the weather play a big part. So you gotta stay hydrated. Gotta keep some food in your stomach too, man. Shit, I remember we used to be on a block, man. We used to go days without the proper nutrition. Now I mean? Nigga might have had a bag of chips and a beef patty 12 hours ago yesterday. And now a nigga in the corner store, now a nigga in the corner store getting a butter roll and $1 worth of peanut juice. Kind of fucking meal is that? I could imagine how our stomachs responded to that. She's like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck is this nigga giving me? We just had a beef patty 12 hours ago, bag of chips or some shit. And then this nigga giving me $1 worth of peanut chews and 2 boxes of Boston baked beans and a honey bun. What's wrong with this nigga? But when you young, you got that stomach, you got that iron stomach when you young. Shit, you drink without eating, but you only gonna get away with so much with that shit though. After a while, your body like, yo, come on, man. You gotta eat before you drink, or you'll be throwing up nothing. And that's the worst feeling. Yeah, man. Shit, I done found myself on the ground from a slip and fall before. Word up. Found myself on the ground from that before. Shit, I don't think people been embarrassed as much as I've been embarrassed, but I'm sure there are people who've been more embarrassed than I have. I understand that, but I'm saying, like my peers, I don't think, nah. One time I was coming out of high school and we was walking down the block to the train station where we get on the train, and I slipped on a pizza box. Me, Fats Geronimo, the fat big guy, the black guy, he slipped on a pizza box. Out of everyone walking down that block, leaving school, I slip on a pizza box. Motherfuckers was crying. I couldn't help but laugh my damn self. Like, yo, bro, what kind of shit is this? Who set me up? Who set me up to slip on a pizza box? I brushed myself off, man. Kept it pushing. Keep the show rolling. Know what I mean? Well, yeah, I'm sure people been through worse. But I think I'm a certain level of embarrassment is healthy because it develops the possibility of laughing at yourself. Yeah, this is America, man. Yeah, word. You would have thought the powers that be stuck their foot out and just tripped me. Out of all people, why I slip on a pizza box? I could have slipped on anything, but a pizza box at 3 o'clock in front of hundreds of students, eighth graders. Come on, man. But I think a level of embarrassment, a certain level of embarrassment is healthy. It prepares you for the real world. You have the ability to laugh at yourself when others is laughing at you. And humor is a gift, man. To be able to find humor in all aspects of your daily life is a gift. You know what I'm saying? That is a gift. Because a lot of people don't laugh as much as they need to. I don't think people understand what laughter does for them. You know, it's one thing to wait for a joke or something funny to laugh at, or something happen, but the ability to feel that vibe when ain't shit funny, That's a gift. Because sometimes that resets the vibe, resets the mode, resets the frequency. And I'm almost sure it resets your nervous system too. Because those are the same things that make you feel embarrassed and bad when things happen. You looking at it from the point of view of damn, he should feel this way. If that would have happened to me, or this just happened to me, since that happened to me, I should feel this way. Nah, sometimes you gotta laugh at yourself, man. You gotta step out of yourself, outside of yourself, and laugh at yourself. It's the only sane thing you can do sometimes. Word up. But yeah, the sun climbing out. It's getting warm about a second. Y'all see it right there peeking over them buildings. Word up. Yeah, I hope y'all feeling good out there, man. You know, that's all I'm about. Feeling good. Feeling good about yourself. I can't stress that enough. Feel good. Feel fucking good. Don't don't feel nothing but good. Feel good. Your fucking boss getting on your nerve, or your supervisor getting on your nerves. Maybe your kids is getting on your nerves. Feel good. Feel good. Learn how to shift reality. And the way you do that is by inserting a part of it, pause, inserting a part of reality based off of your mentality. I'm gonna insert a good vibe right here. How am I gonna do that? I'm gonna create it. I'm gonna walk up differently when I approach these people. I'm gonna smile. I may even tell a whack ass joke just so they could see that I'm a whack nigga, and maybe they'll open up, pause, and share their whackness. And then we're whack together. And because we are now whack together, we have something in common. You see that right there? You see how I went from nothing to something, all because of this right here? Yeah. So learn how to shift reality, man. Where you would usually insert a bad emotion or something bad coming out your mouth, or just feeling bad, or just saying something, insert something different, because we know how that's gonna go, right? We did that. We've done it. We got experience. So let's shift it. Let's see what happens when we laugh at shit that we shouldn't laugh at. Let's see what happens when we greet people who expect us to greet them in certain ways and other ways, and see their reaction. See what it does to them. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Shifting your frequency. That's all it is. It's a nice breeze out here too, man. Even though the sun is beaming, big smoke. Yeah, yeah. Make sure y'all share the live. Share the live so everybody else can see it. Trying to grow the page, man. This is where my community starts, right here. Not where not where I'm from, where I live, where I've lived. Because at that time I didn't know what I know now. At that time, this wasn't available for me to reach out to people from all aspects of life in different states and countries. But now it is. So yeah, I'm building my community here. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to a point where even y'all start to feel comfortable with you know, popping up on here and expressing yourselves and giving y'all opportunity to speak your piece about whatever, anything you can imagine. It's like our little club right here. You know, this this has nothing to do with me rapping. Um, I'm not trying to sell you no product. I'm just trying to connect. That's it. That's more important than any fucking product. Anything you doing is connecting with people. In order to even do those other things successfully, you got to connect with people. So that's my main goal for the rest of my life. Living on this planet, I want to connect with those who want to connect with me, and just build a community within our community. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. A lot of people need people to talk to. They don't got nobody to talk to, and because of that, they hold in a lot. You can pull up here. You don't want me to see your face. You just want to comment, comment, comment. Whatever you going through, whatever you want to talk about, and I'm always going, reach back. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, man, mornings is beautiful. It's hard not to have a beautiful morning, really. So it always looks beautiful to me. Sun bright, doing what they do, going where they gotta go, handling what they gotta handle. It brings you a sense of productivity. Pushing you to do whatever you gotta do, whatever you gotta handle. Word up. It's not only when we kids, we copy what we see. Grown ass people do the same thing. People see people doing productive things and moving along and trying to make things happen. You inspire other adults the same age, younger, even older, because it doesn't stop once we leave childhood. You know, you see, you connect, and then you want to go and do what it is you do. Inspiration, motivation, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Parade tomorrow. New York is having a parade for the Knicks. Yeah, we came real far. Real far. That parade gonna be off the hook. That parade is gonna be off the hook. And I'm saying it now. Excuse me. I'm saying it now. Y'all can't bring that game night energy to the parade. This is the parade. This is daytime. The cops is out there, Secret Service out there. I don't think they've been wasting time to grab people and they will pop you. Yes, they will pop your ass. That's what I think. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying, if I was going in, I felt like, you know, acting crazy or I was with a group of people that act crazy, I would tell us and tell ourselves, yo, they will pop us. They will fucking pop us. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is daytime. You got these $1 million stars, athletes, and then you got other people coming to celebrate them too, other celebrities, other people of high statures. You know what I'm saying? They come in to celebrate too. And nobody's trying to be in no ill situations. So yeah, don't bring that game night energy there. If you see someone at the parade with a Spurs jersey, let them rock. Cause we did what we had to do already. There's no reason for us to beat them up, grab them, stomp them, take your jersey off. We not gang banging. We not, nah. And we won already. If a nigga want to go to sleep and it's a Spurs jersey for the rest of the year, fuck them. We already won. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind, young people. You know, have a good time, relax, but don't fuck this up. Don't turn the parade into a daytime riot where people are getting popped and hurt because motherfuckers don't know how to act. You know, part of New York City winning the championship and being championship like is being able to embrace and accept and conduct ourselves as fucking champions, not fucking wild and burning garbage cans and kicking front store doors and store fronts. Know what I mean, yeah, this ain't COVID. This ain't, I feel like a lot of people still, them young niggas anyway. I feel like a lot of them that was COVID they had left in their mind. So the New York Knicks winning just was a excuse to get the rest of that COVID out. So muggers came outside just wilding. Like you know what I mean? You thought niggas was trying loot and all that and breaking stores, and it wasn't even like that. It's just a bunch of young people period, wild and happy, a little too happy, because they team was on the way to a championship. Word up, man. We got it. We finally fucking got it. So talk your shit, because that's what New York do. We gonna talk our shit. But conduct yourselves with respect and stay safe. Stay safe. So yeah, I'ma holla at y'all, man. I just wanted to get on here and touch bases real quick, let y'all understand. Know what I mean? And yeah. Fast Geronimo, even your mama know. Brooklyn.